God, can you believe it? My question was answered. We can ride the train.
Did you hear what it said?
No.
It went choo-choo.
Did it?
For fuck's sake.
If you spell X, you chew. Oh my god. I love it. Game of the year.
This is that fucking hell. Don't die! Okay, you can die now.
Great.
Why be a man when you can be a god?
Because gods are only as powerful as the number of...
Just the most normal shit. Why do you ask? Oh, I need to be... Yeah. Where's the water come from? It's piss. I'm sorry, there are zero other possible explanations. It has to be his piss.
Come here.
No, I can't remember the notes.
I will hunt you down.
Sometimes I hear how Scottish Hecate is. I'll hunt you down!
I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth.
I didn't move, Brooke! How did you drive into me?
No, I didn't say it was you. It was just like up on the base in general.
Okay.
Yeah. Generally.
Like, I blame my heat-addled brain.
Yeah,
But it was in the way, it was on my
alcoholics tend to
desk, so
forget
I
where they
tried-
leave things, so...
I have not had a drop of alcohol this week.
Sure you haven't.
I haven't.
Alright, you ready to clock in?
Oh,
If
that's
anything goes
I
wrong
was-
today, we blame Cyril, right?
No.
Or Owen. This is an adorable game.
This is really nice, but I am gonna cry. I'm gonna get genuinely quite teary.
Dear.
I don't want you to go to space without me.
I don't want to go to space without you.
Who's gonna watch Grace and Frankie with me? Who's gonna feed you? You'll die.
Oh my god.
You can't feed yourself.
I survived a whole week on my own, thank you.
And how did you do that?
With stuff that was frozen.
And who got you the stuff that was frozen?
Okay, yes, true.
Yeah.
Please don't fall off. I can't go through that again.
What?
Fuck's sake.
It's really,
It's okay. Okay,
It's really
no.
tricky. I don't know why I'm
Uh-huh.
struggling so much.
You can piss right off. Are you fucking kidding me? Play that same song again, huh? There we go. I got a Gatling gun!
You're with me, Zoe.
Fucking hell.
You got a Gatling gun!
We can fight
Let's
back.
go! Lesbians with Gatling guns!
Get you.
There we go. Okay, so. What am I doing with my life? Oh, look at us.
This is very Thomas Was Alone.
Oh,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
There's a train!
Hell.
Hey, chat. I don't know what's going on there. It seems to think it's constantly peaking. Can you guys hear me okay? Or does it sound a complete mess? Why do you think legal peeking is? The sound is weird. Okay, which means that my audio is adjust it down, adjust it up. Really? So it's so annoying. Trying to think how I can fix these. Turn off voice focus. Now it sounds terrible constantly. Turn on voice focus. Now it should work. Is it working? Yeah, that would have sounded really bad for a second. Is it still picking it up? Or does it sound normal now? Maybe something else has happened. Oh, typical. Still doesn't. Okay. It's definitely set correctly. Hello, everyone. It's joining. I'm just trying to fix whatever the hell's happening here. Okay, I'm going to try closing Wavelink and reopening it. Now it's on blast. Why? Oh, hang on. Why is it going into the game capture? That should be muted. Genius. Oh, Ennio, no, I've only seen season 1. I don't know. Okay. It's not a game thing. USB outlets in the hostel. UK plug to USB adapter. Ah, yes. Yeah, no, a lot of these places don't have USB ports. Hang on, let me try something. It's probable that the audio cleaning has shit the bed. So if I let this reset. Okay, so now, for a second it was good. It sounds a bit like something isn't fully connected. Oh yeah, it's still, oh. Right, so my mic thinks it's peaking even when it's not. Strange. It's broken. Yeah, it's still peaking. So it must be the one of the cables. Hang on, this is going to sound bad for a sec. I mean, right, so right now, it's, okay, let me unplug, because maybe there's a Focus, maybe this helps. No, for some reason, the microphone just thinks it's peaking constantly, which is very strange. Oh, it's a ground problem. Does it sound clear now? Okay, so would you like to know what I'm currently doing? I'm currently holding the microphone. When I put my hand on the microphone, the peak problem goes away. When I let go, it goes to shit again, which means my XLR cable's probably dead. Actually, I've got a different idea. This is really weird, because I literally haven't moved anything. Yeah, I haven't moved anything though. For this to break is really strange. Oh yeah, I'll just do that real quick. The other thing to do is to unplug this end. Still got peak buzzing. Yeah, I've definitely experienced this before, but oh. Did I fix it? Is it? Okay, cool. Right, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that. Oh no! Ah, damn it! There. Okay, I'm not gonna move the microphone anymore. But after stream, I'm gonna change the cable. Okay, now I'm going to put the aircon back on, otherwise I can't stream because I will die from the heat. Okay. We touch nothing. Okay? We all agreed? We touch nothing. And we hopefully this is okay. I will go and... I have lots of XLR cables, they're just all in the loft. So I'll just have to go and get another one from the loft and throw this one away. It could also be a problem with the microphone itself, which would be really, really bad. Right. Let's get some music on. Thank you for all the bits and everything, everyone. Johnny, thank you for the 1 bit and then the 69. And Frog, thank you for gigantifying an emote. Right, who have we got in chat? We've got Alex, Pericordis, Johnny, Dr. Insano, Vive, Serrano, Above Earth, Frosty, Temetry, Frog, Neo, Ghosted Dude, Jade, and Mephistial. Sorry it took me so long to sort that out. Truckun should isekai you a new cable right to your hand, if only. Thank you for the celebration and for the gigantified emote, Frog. Okay. Hello, Faye. You're just in time for everything to work again. For now. We can turn that up a little bit. Right. We should probably paint, huh? Oh god, his voice focus was... Oh! Yeah, voice focus has turned itself off. Wonderful. There we go. Okay, it should be fixed now. Hello, Kels. You can't gigantify it. If you refresh, Frog, it's probably because it's only just been added. Just gonna clean my glasses real quick. a few times. It's probably not ready yet then. Right. Is the music okay for you guys? Can you hear it properly? It's okay, it's in there. Oh. Oh no, it's doing it again. Oh, fuck. Wait, is it as soon as I turn on? And then do this? Oh, God. Thanks for the 401, Johnny. I might have to abandon stream today. Because I'm going to have to go and spend time fixing this, because this shouldn't be happening. Like, I don't know what I could do. Like, I can go and get another cable and try and get it to work. But... let me try something. I literally haven't done anything that should cause this. Wait, hang on. That's gone, right? That's back. So that's back to normal, yeah? That's normal. That's normal. If I turn the microphone, it's now back to normal. What the actual fuck did I do? I literally have no idea. Okay, right, let's try and get started and we'll see what happens. Chat thing turned. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So hopefully it's the XLR, because otherwise I need 200 quid for another microphone. Which is super fun. But I've replugged everything. There we go. Overloaded what? I've literally not changed anything. It was just moving it and tightening the thing. If you put it on throne, you can get it 690 as God, yeah, I know, Johnny. Okay. I really don't know what happened, but yeah, it must have been... There's not a power cable. Literally, the only thing I've done is turn my boom arm. It's the only thing I do when I set up for stream for painting. So that's the only change. Which means that it's probably the XLR cable has twisted over time and finally starting to give up. That's the only thing it could be. Oh. Oh. Did Simon turn up, Frog? Is that any use? Ghost! No, it's going to be the XLR cable. It's the most likely thing to have gone, except for maybe the microphone. And the only thing that's moved in a way that would affect the electronics. So I just need to replace the XLR cable and we'll be all good. Anyway, I got some new brushes because I was in desperate need of them. And a ghost much more likely. So I got myself these because actually, if someone wants to whine about my brush choice, I'll explain why this is the best choice. But for now, they're good brushes. They work for me really well. That's why I bought them. Also, I've been working on my mutilators, which I'm very pleased with. They need green stuffing, they need guitar wire in some places, and a couple of other bits doing. But these whacking great guys are one of the next things that I'm going to have to paint. I spent ages carving them up to make this work. And I'm very pleased with them now. I've never seen Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies. Yes, I remember Jade saying yes today. I'd like to see the new one. It looks pretty good. It's what, grey or brown? I'm very confused by Neo's questions. Probably because there's some delay due to it being on YouTube. I definitely recommend looking in the description and finding your way over to Twitch because there's no delay there. So I got that paint that I was missing and sorted out highlighting the cloth on this guy. It has resulted in some of the silver being muted by the highlight. So I've got to go back and tidy him up. But that is basically the scheme we're going for with the Traitor Guard. Oh, you can stay on that, can't you? I've also got a couple of my Havocs that need painting. So they've been sprayed silver, and they will end up like this guy. I find it quite useful to have a reference model on hand so that I can kind of look to it when I'm unsure about what to do on certain bits. Which is why I have this servitor here, because I've got like 9 of these guys to paint. Also, I made a new... Can you please focus? There we go. I made a new post on Instagram and Blue Sky. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but it's of the leader for that squad, which I'm very pleased with. So if you want to support, go and give it a like. It would help a ton. So, I think we're going to start with Sergeant and see how we get on. Carve Invincible. What? I've seen season 1 of Invincible. I know nothing about it beyond that. Inhale and you can cough up a furball for him? What? Oh, Simon just shed an entire other cat's worth of hair on me, I see. Oh no, frog. Okay, so let's start with stage 1, which is to get one of my bad brushes and use it just to put some silver over the model. This is just to fill in any gaps or anything I might have missed. Got a simple thing, water down the old silver paint that I use for everything. And just get in all the recesses and make sure they're covered. It's a nice way to start. It's hard to tell if it's made a difference because the spray paint is so well color matched. If you ever want spray paint of a, well, actually any spray paint, I'd go to Colourforge. I trust their spray paint to do a good job for me every time. And so far I haven't been let down, which I frequently have by white GW spray paint. I've actually just seen today that someone used a GW white spray paint and it literally cracked the plastic, which is mental. They let you down once, which they do. To get spray paint. Oh god. Frog, you're making your own fursuit. Thanks to Simon. gave me uppies, then let me down. Oh my god. Oh, this little yeah, that might need re-gluing. The servo skull is like an addition, like stuck right on the top. It's just difficult to get it in quite the right place. What's with his chest there? Have I spoken too soon about the spray paint? Surely not. Right, okay, so. Do not get uppies from spray paint. Hello, Second D6. How you doing? Okay, so. Those of you who've been here for a while will know that the way I do this, the paint starts out looking like a child has painted it. And then it builds up and looks really good. The nice thing is I've got a brand new brush to do this. And I'm very excited about it. These brushes are expensive, but they're absolutely worth it for the amount of time it saves me. I get a lot more painted in a lot less time because of this. Yes, you have to trust the process for this to work. So, we've got our small... Okay, what's the brush cover? Escaping. So, this is really what lets you get away with these things. Right, so we're going to do all of this, but the wash is going to cover up basically every potential issue that we might run into. I've just got to push all these paints out of the way. But we're going to start out by painting all of the trim. Just getting this all nicely covered. Because I've been doing a lot of building, I haven't actually had a chance to use this paint handle since the last painting stream, so I'm still not quite used to it. Good thing is the inners of these shoulders get painted black, so if I overpaint at all, it doesn't matter. But also the washes will fill in any other issues. Alright, Frog, enjoy your pool. You have trust issues? Oh dear. This painting might not be for you. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. And I'll get some glue a bit later and glue them back on. But yeah, basically I've just now got to spend time painting all this trim. And as all the trim gets painted, it doesn't look amazing, it just looks fairly clean. But when we put the wash to it afterwards, it really fills in those gaps and marks everything out. But I mean, you can see how fast I'm getting through this trim without much problem. That's the right, there we go. I'll try and make sure it locks onto the thing properly. People leave again? Oh, okay. Okay. So let me just get our next section painted. Okay, that's that done. One of the things I like about Habits is they have these big, like, plates on the upper parts of their legs. It just kind of bulks them out a bit, makes them look a bit more armored. I also chose with these guys to mostly go with Mark III, which is the more armored version of a lot of power armor. So that anywhere I'm mixing them, they look just as heavy. You can see how quickly I got that done. Hey Croc, how you doing? Has work allowed you some time to come and say hello? So I'm just going to get the edges of this because it would look weird if I left it silver. Yeah, but these are Chaos Marines, so a lot of them are 10,000 years old, which is why people tend to mix the older marks of armor into their Chaos armies. It's something I've always wanted to do, and Iron Warriors in particular, I think it suits really well. Work is tomorrow, my 6 is still a mess. Oh. So maybe due to weather delays for shipping air freight. Oh, okay. Okay, so what I'm doing here, in order to do the same style of trim as the Chaos Armor, I paint these little edge raised bits of the Mark III. I find it works quite well for keeping it with this with a similar amount. I thought you did like IT support type stuff. I don't understand why air freight is related. God, this new brush is allowing this to go on so smoothly. A little bit tidying up I'm going to have to do there, but that's fine. Water. Let's mix that down again. Working a production line now. Working too fast, so we end up waiting for parts. Ah. Does that mean if you work slower, you get paid more? Is it one of those weirdly managed things? I don't want to paint anything on the back of the leg, to be honest. So I'm going to stick with doing this all in here. Performance based? Oh, good. Good. Hello, Ramon. Hello, Lightning. Doing okay. I had some mic problems at the start of the stream that didn't make any sense. And then I magically fixed them. I still don't entirely know how. It was very weird. Let's get this skull golden. go. So I'm just working on the next hit plate. Tech magic, yeah. It's kind of on the back burner at the moment. It's in that position of like, I'm making this so that I can spend some time learning the game better, so that I know when I actually do the campaign it'll be way better. But also, it's expensive. So while I have the 4 starting armies right now, I'm in a position where I can't really afford to keep up with running all 4 armies as they progress through the campaign. So I'm kind of focusing on growing the stream right now in order to make it more viable. Yeah. I really want to do it, and I've got it all written down, I've got plans, and the new way that campaigns work would make it even better, I think. But it just, yeah, it's not viable at the moment, but I'm hoping it will be, you know, soon enough. And also, I've had this idea in my head for a long time, so it's nice to finally get the Iron Warriors out of my head and onto the tabletop. Would you like to see the mutilators I've been working on? So I'm just getting this trim painted properly. Then I will look back at chat. Okay, let me just get this bottom bit of trim done and I'll show you guys. One of the things I really like about painting these guys is the transformation after this step is just ridiculous. And it's such a simple thing and makes such a huge difference. So I've been working on combining mutilators with Saturnine Terminators, which has resulted in, 1, I need to do a lot of green stuff work. Yes, I know that. And 2, it's resulted in these absolutely massive units. Yeah, it's kit bash conversion. It's a lot of work because I got to put some guitar strings in here that are going to go down into the waist here and stuff. But it's been really fun. I've had to like carve out the little head mounts from the Saturnine Terminators to put in here so that they fit properly. So I've got the whole squad now. So we've also got this guy. Same thing again with the head bit there. Old spawn hand. This one uses one of each of the shins. And then I've cut this cable which was in the middle of here, so it's now down here, and then there's going to be wires that go into this middle bit, and same with this one into the middle bit. So yeah. Oh, I mean, lightning. I've got enough parts left. The plan is to do 2 obliterators as well. 5 years of my life. Someone hid all but 3 rows on a 500 mushroom. Just lost a year's worth of holy shit, Paracordis. I mean, I hope there's backups. And then we got this guy. I was sure I had an unpainted one of this, but I couldn't find it. But this guy is more Saturnine on the top half. So he's got actual Saturnine arms and then carved out bits to hold the fists. And then he's got a Havoc head, because it worked. I thought it looked good. But yeah, because I got the box set with all the Saturn. Also, I haven't put the 2 little pods that need to go on there. Because I got the Saturnine release box, I have enough of these to mess around with them. So I'm going to end up with obliterators as well. But you can thank Johnny for funding the Mutilator kit so that I could make that conversion. And I've had a great amount of fun making it, so thank you, Johnny. So, let's keep working on all of our gold trim. Which so far, thanks to new brushes, I feel like this has been really fast. This is why I always say it's worth brush upkeep. I like getting new brushes when you need them. But I also think it comes with experience. The brush won't make you aim better. It will make you faster if you're already experienced. Because I find I'm often fighting with bristles of cheaper brushes to try and keep them where I want them. Whereas now that I've got the experience of working with those, going to the nicer brushes has made me faster. It doesn't work anymore. You need to make a copy, because if that file corrupts, you're screwed. Like, even if you just have a copy every couple of weeks on a server, like, that at least saves you from the nightmare scenario if anything goes wrong. Because I've seen those files, spreadsheets especially, corrupt. And it's not easy to fix. Like, even if every week or two you just, at the end of a Friday, go, copy, paste, at least once a quarter, but just do, yeah. Last day of every week, copy, paste. That's all you need to do. And then you are safe. And yes, you could automate it. But equally, even if you just do 1 copy a week, you are safe that way. I always advise people of, like, the simplest way to back stuff up, because it just feels better that way. Hey, Owen. Owen, I'm pretty sure I've already showed you these guys, but well, I mean, you've seen this guy. Just he wasn't undercoated at the time. But you've seen these guys, haven't you? I'm pretty sure I showed you them. But they got arms, and they're all kind of coming together now. I'm very pleased with them. They're also absolutely massive. Like the size difference is mental. So the primer is... Remember upstairs? No, but it's the equivalent of lead belcher, but it's by Colourforge. You've seen these ones, right? One of my favorite things I've done on these ones, right? See this? Okay, don't worry about that. See this plate here? That is the waste bit that the top half of the new land speed. 15 quid? What? Wow. This plate here is the waste bit for the Saturnine Terminators, cut off, kind of emptied out on the back, flipped upside down, and put back in like it's an extra plate, because there's a giant hole in here. It's just empty inside there. I've just covered the gap. Also, the reason this keeps coming off is because I'm trying to plastic glue over paint and it's not working. So I might paint strip this, or I might just super glue it. But yeah, these are probably the toughest kit bash I've done so far. But the Chosen have been ordered after they got funded, so that's the next job, and it's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to it. Right, so my plan is to give some of them shields and all sorts of stuff, and I've got plans for converting the breacher shields to have chaos symbols instead of eagles on them. I think that will look really good. Also, new brushes. Making all the difference for me. Very pleased. I don't know that Frosty's at her computer right now. I was hoping to ask her to grab me my plastic glue off the table. Then I could glue the servo skull back on. Okay, so as far as I can tell, that's all the gold one. So our next thing is to do the mechanics that need variations. Keep my eye out for more, that's fair. I've heard that the land speeder army list is ridiculous at the moment. Oh, I haven't finished this. Just realised I have to do it. Oh, God. Oh, hello.
I need help.
Okay.
I
Would
can't
you
get the thing out.
would you also bring up my super glue? Not
you
super glue,
expecting me-
plastic glue.
You expect me to climb the stairs again? In this heat?
Maybe. That would be okay.
Oh. I'll consider it. Why do you need... I thought you were painting today.
Yeah, but the servo skull fell off the skull.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm just using up this paint before I clean my brush. My microphone was playing up at the start.
I know, I was watching.
Yeah.
Hi, Croc.
Fixed it now.
Also, that...
Do you know how I fixed it?
Did you turn it off and on again?
No, I literally moved it back to where it normally is, and then moved it back again.
You gotta love it when that...
It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, drill, please. What are you using this for?
I've got to do the mixing.
Oh.
How?
What? You just twist it that way to undo, and that way to do up.
But I was doing that.
You got sweaty hands?
I don't know, do they feel sweaty?
I don't know, that was on my beard. If anything, you just dried your hands.
Great.
Anyway, there you
Hi,
go.
Owen.
You'll have to undo that almost completely for the thing to fit, because it's not really the right type of drill.
Brilliant.
There you go. Yeah. Right, do you want to take that with you? What's wrong?
Oh, okay. That's an extra.
Did you not count?
Nope.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
It's really warm.
Uh-huh. Okay, Frosty Mayberry appear with blue. Who knows? Want more Ravenwing, giving more move, advance, shoot, charge. Oh shit! Yeah, I bet. A long time ago, I wanted to make a land speeder army, and I made as the leader. It was Samael's Ravenwing thing, but it was a Tech Marine in a land speeder. And I used an arm of a dreadnought to give it a like a big pickup truck arm thing. I'll have to find it. Also, this is the sergeant for one of my Havoc squads. All of my sergeants have servo arms of some kind. To either, most of them represent them having a heavy close combat weapon or a power fist. This one doesn't because I used smaller arms on him, so I gave him a power fist. I feel that's reasonable. So 40k. Yeah, I was very pleased with how it looked. I'll decide how I'm going to paint the body of this. I think all of this is going to be black, but then I'll leave this bit silver. Or might even do warning cross-hatching. That might be better, actually. Means I'll have to paint it black. Right, so I'd missed doing all the gold on there. Now it's time to do all of the kind of brassy mechanical bits. So let's get that closed. Oh, and have you seen this guy? So there's some issues because I got the highlight paint for the cloak later. I dry brushed it over, and obviously there's some tidying up I need to do. Like the grenade handle is no longer silver. The bottom of his armor is not silver. But this is basically where the color scheme is going for my traitor guard. It's Tom. Why is he Tom? Also, here's one of my converted ones. So he looks nice and messy with all his armor damage. But yeah, there's a little bit of sand color to clean up on the silver. Right, so our next thing is the base we use for brass sections, or copper sections, or I always call it brass, but I suppose it's technically copper. It's a bit unfortunate. Should be fine though. So let's have a look at what I did for this guy. So we painted the middles of any mount pieces. Basically so that my army isn't just silver and gold everywhere. I have kind of decided that anything that's mechanical that we would paint a different color or similar to gold color is going to get this brass color. And it just kind of breaks down the constant silver. Give us something a bit different. These are servitor arms, by the way. Face mask. This one, it's literally one of the new Mark IVs. It's the first model I've used one of the new Mark IVs on, and my plan is to use it, is to then use at least a couple of the armor, Mark IV armors, on my Chosen. The kit should turn up tomorrow, which is nice. Although I've got to tidy up for the barbecue, so people won't. I won't have all my stuff out to work on. I'm going to paint this little rim here as well. So, this paint goes watery quite easily, so I have to be careful about how much water I add to it. We're basically just separating our silver so it doesn't all look the same, because that would be boring. Because none of this is like trim, I'm not painting it gold, I'm painting it more of this color. But yeah, I like what they've done with the new Mark IV helmets. It also makes them stand out from the new Mark X, which I think is kind of important. Because I think if they looked exactly the same, it would be a bit like, well, this was clearly pandering. The good thing is, this doesn't quite have to be perfect, because when we do the wash afterwards, it's going to cover a lot of these potential issues. This is why I like using washes, because they're effectively a way to avoid having to work hard. Okay. Take these up. So they're a bit watery. Okay. Do I do anything on backpack? No, but those cables are going to be red. Yes, Mark 10 is Primaris. Hello, Shifty. Do you like the new emote? Wolfothy. I'm very pleased with Wolfothy. Okay. So my next job is to take the top level for this. Hunchback of Machina. God. Hang on, I've got to shake this paint up a lot. Can't believe I haven't done any painting for a week. But then, I've been busy. Had a lot on. Okay. The Wolf of Notre Dame, yeah. Okay, so there is a cable here, but I don't think I want to paint it. No, no I don't. I'm gonna leave it. So I tend to paint the cables red because Chaos Marines don't have so on Space Marines, eye lenses and purity seals are red. But of course, Chaos Marines don't have purity seals. Something to do with being the bad guys, I guess. So to make up for that lack of red, I paint any cables red. And I think it works pretty well. And it just gives you that rebalance. Also, you might be like, oh, but why is the top half, because of how this is working, in brass and the rest is in gold? But once this is all done, because I do the washes and then I highlight with silver over everything, which is also a line of a song. Actually, it's not. Anyway, it's nearly the line of a song. Because of the silver highlight and the washes, it all gets pulled together. So you can tell it's different, but they're similar enough that they all fit together, and it feels like a really good blend. It's part of what I really like about this army as well in general. I feel like I've really fallen on my feet with this one. Okay. You can be pure evil, though. True. Oh, I have a question. Owen. Oh, it's a bit... Hang on. Let me get some of this dirt off of it. My desk is a bit dusty. Owen, do you know what this is? I'm wondering if anyone in chat knows what this is. It's a really specific part. It's been around... It was around until the first half of 4th edition. About halfway through, it got replaced. A piece of fence. Ah, yes. It is my red picket fence. Poor man's weapon for Orion. It's a Warhammer part. Thank you, Lightning. You got it 100% correct. A scope for maybe a twin weapon like a Razorback, or you'd think so. So what? I happen to have 2 of this tank on my desk. They're both very dusty. I'm going to pick up the one with the least loose parts on it. It's a stabilizer for the old Vindicator. Now, in a weird situation, I have this cannon with this bit, which is that bit, spare. Yeah, at least you guessed it was a tank. My plan is to stick this on the front of a Lehman Russ to act as my Vindicator / tank hunter, whatever they're called, because I want to make more than half my army Tracer Guard. Is that allowed? Yeah, I'm going to use it as a Vindicator, so it'll just use the Vindicator rules. It'll be about the right size, so it won't matter. Right, next job. This is where it starts to look cool. So I need my wash brush. The thing with Warhammer is that some people won't let you use it, but the fact is, it's all made of Games Workshop parts, and I make it very obvious what you're gonna fight. All right, Shifty. Took an extra 3 hours today. No worries. See you in a little while. So, for example, I made this old Predator, but because of the weaponry it has that I found in spare part, it's got dusty as well. It is going to represent a Gladius, because it's obvious to an opponent who isn't an arse that that's what it is representing through the weapons, and also because you tell them at the start of the fight. It's like how, you could argue that if you used a Devastator Marine in a tactical squad, it's not a tactical Marine with a heavy weapon. It's all just really similar. So the point in this game is to make cool shit. And if people don't let you do that, they're wrong. James Workshop is going to go to his house and beat him with hammers. Yeah, the thing ultimately is, most of the time, you'll get a reasonable opponent because one, you're not at a tournament, and two, it looks cool as hell. So yeah, most of the time you'll be able to just run the stuff. Like I say, I spend a lot of time making my stuff in my armies obviously the thing that it's supposed to represent, like making it WYSIWYG. It also follows the original essence of Warhammer back when they used to recommend that you make tanks out of household, like, recycling. You know, like tanks out of egg cartons and stuff. They're not cool, yeah. But I think if we asked anyone in the community, like, you know, can I use this tank destroyer as a vindicator because the tank destroyer doesn't have rules? It has the same weapons. They'll probably be like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Plus, I'm planning to make it look like it's sealed up with a demon in it, and demon engines are all like wibbly, that none of them are exactly the same, or at least that's the idea. You know, no one at the Demon Forge is going, oh, this does not suit the standard of the Defiler. Make it again. You know, stuff like that. So I feel like Chaos really allows you to move into that element as well. I have a lot of fun with it. And I mean, does anyone disagree? Like, you're allowed to disagree. I'm just saying you're not cool, you know? But, you know, would anyone disagree with me doing that? Use my Gundam models as Tau battle suits? My suggestion is, if your opponent's okay with it, but also they're not quite the right scale. Although, aren't the new ones bigger? But all of my stuff is made with Games Workshop plastics. Like, every single thing that you see me working on, it's all Games Workshop. It's just stuff I've collected over 20 years. Oh, no, I did. I just can't be bothered. I didn't get the... I haven't sorted the resin printer still, but there's a certain art to converting models over 3D printing similar ones. I like converting together kits and coming up with stuff that way. I'm no 3D modeler, you know? But I do enjoy taking time to make the models. I have just realised I haven't done his shoulders, and I need to. The amount of detail washes pick out really saves me a lot of time. Yeah. I feel like I've been collecting for a really long time. And if I can make something really cool that no one's made before, I want to do that. You know? Tried to get into resin printing, but discovered I didn't have the patience for it. That's fair. If you don't have the patience for it, you don't have the patience for it. What was it? Fact is, there'll be some printing service or other that'll be happy enough to print it for you and have that patience for you. I think this might be a wooden handle on this plasma gun, you know? But I might paint it as just a busted up bit of metal instead. Like a riveted on plate. Really should drill out these barrels as well. Just haven't bothered yet. Just got a little bit more to do on his shoulder. Okay. Oh, and let's get that. Okay. So that's the first stage. You can already see that's burnished all of the steel. So our next job will be to wash it with a primer, but we need to wait for it to dry. So first job, next job even, I think, shall we tidy up one of these Traitor Guard? That way I can actually post it on socials and be like, look, I finished a model, because otherwise I end up with lots of half-finished models and everyone goes, does that guy ever paint? You know? So let's get a bit of our silver. I'm going to have to get a new one of this soon because it's starting to have had enough of existing. Yeah. So you can see, like, where I'm having to go over this, it's going to be a lot brighter. So when this is done, we're just going to re-wash, but a bit more targeted. But the idea of these Traitor Guard is I should be able to paint them quickly, so that when but the quality on this brush does not feel as good as normal. It might just be the heat though. As soon as it gets cooler, it'll probably paint better. Oh, there we go. Straight into a point. No issues. What was I saying? I got distracted. John? There. A little bit on the shin. Got a little bit on his cloak. Water. Off. Let's just water that out. It's not going to work, is it? Oh. No, I'm going to have to clean that up. 6 plasma guns. Wait, what? Legends Terminators can have 3 heavy guns per 5 models. What? That's mental. Right. Okay. I actually just realised I'm going to need a little bit more silver because I've missed a tiny bit. Just here. And then the plate notch. go. Okay, that should do for the cleanup. Oh, except for this bit. Okay. 10 thunder hammers, 6 melters, 4 combi weapons. Jesus. Let's just see how this guy's drying. Just the back drying off now, where all the complex stuff is. And then we could do the brown wash. So while that's drying, we're going to do our favourite thing again. More washing. But yeah, I really hope that they figure out Death Watch and make them fun. Because at the moment they're good and all, but they haven't got a proper codex. Kind of missing out on a lot of stuff that everyone else is getting. But it also feels a bit like they couldn't figure out what to do for them, which is why they did it that way. Okay. Let's just get Shin. Okay, and then we'll tidy up this cloak where I've mispainted. Where have I put my XV88? There it is. Hi, Frog. Call went well. What I want here is... There we go. Should have painted the middle of that plate for the wash. It should be alright. It's fixed up. These old models are a bit funky in the way some of their details are, but I think I've done a pretty decent job. Actually, there's one other bit to do. I need to find... Rhinox Highlands, there it is. Just doing some tidying up of this mini frog, because I got its highlight colour, but then of course dry brushing it has put it all over things I didn't want it on. I'm actually going to paint that completely. Get dry brush a little bit of a highlight. I could do with a slightly smaller dry brush than this and a slightly better quality, but I don't know what I'd go with, you know. Like, the reason I get GW's Artificer brushes is because I can get them at 15 or 20% off, and it makes them cheaper than the people who actually, like the company that makes them. Because the company that makes them make Winsor and Newton brushes, which I really like using. So this ends up being, I get a Winsor and Newton brush for 15 to 20% off. So I get like a £20 brush for 15 most of the time, actually. So it's even cheaper. Which is nice. It means I've got good brushes that are going to last me a while. Now, I don't think I'm going to rewash this with brown. I think I'm going to leave it like this. We've got a lot of variation going on. I don't want to highlight it again either, because that'll cause its own issues. So I think he'll work. I mean, like, what do we think? Does he look suitably depression-based? And does he look like he matches up with the Iron Warriors without directly matching up with the Iron Warriors? I got to do his base, but I think he kind of matches up with them as the humans that go alongside the superhumans. They look cute together. They're going to go on a date later. Can you tell? Yeah, I think they might kiss for the first time, you know? Yeah, it just looked like he's ready for a 20-year-long siege. That's true. They are a couple. Okay, that's good to know. I'll bear that in mind. Right, let's see if this guy is drying. Yeah, it looks like he's dried. Cool. Right, that's worked out nicely. So, do you know what we get to do now, chat? That's right, more wash. You know, one of my favorite things to do is to upset purists. When I say purists, I mean the ones that are rude about it. They're like, you can't do that. Like black people have their fun. Some people paint their Marines, you know, pink and put glitter on them. Have fun. You know? Actually, I found a part I meant to tell someone about that does like the girly pop Space Marines. And I've forgotten what the part was. Oh, it's one of the Havocs has a hand. You actually get two in a Havoc set that's basically throwing a peace sign. If you cut it off and put it on a different arm, you could have a Marine with a peace sign. And I think that's perfect for people who do like girly pop Space Marines. And so I feel like I need to tell some of the people I follow, like, hey, here's a part you'll like. 40k dating sim would be interesting. Especially because, like, they could have a character that just disappears. Like, you could try and date them, and then the Inquisition could take them. Or, like, they could fall to like, a chaos cult, and you'd have to choose whether you want to turn them in or join the cult yourself. Could you imagine? And the fact is, like, the 40k universe is super LGBT, right? Like, they don't give a shit what your gender is. Just join the army, you know, stuff like that. Do your job. That's what I like about it. Some top tier ideas I would love to see. It's, yeah. Of seeing a piece of you over there, and over there, and way over there. Oh my god. But yeah, I really like 40k, and I really like some of the stories that come out of it. And like, a lot of it is modernized, as it should be. Warhammer was originally made for outcasts. Like, it was made to fit all the punks and the metalheads and the nerds and stuff that didn't fit in with everyone else. I think it's important that we remember that. Still is, yeah. Absolutely is. Although now it's becoming more available to the mainstream, which I really like, because it means more of those outcasts and stuff are going to get a chance to not be in such an outcast situation. Like, there'll be a chance for that crossover of, like, people who might not have been friends now get to nerd out about Warhammer or stuff. Hello, Ren. OG40K was Punk AF. Yeah. Total War Warhammer gameplay. I haven't seen it. What do you think? I'm assuming you've watched it, so give me the play-by-play, Owen. What are we thinking? Good? When's it come out? Because, like, I want to play it on release, if I can. I've never played a Total War Warhammer game. Total War game, though. So I'll be learning from scratch. But I kind of think that'll make it more fun for me. Just realised by doing this wash, I'm covering up the place where this servo skull's going to glue on. Fix him later. Watching a Baneblade disintegrate a squad of boys in seconds and mowing bolt of fire. Oh, that sounds really cool. Yeah, Dawn of War 4 also looks really good. I saw the very early, like, influencer build where they got to play one mission. But yeah, I'm excited for both. I'm sure both will bring different things to the table, and that will result in some great different experiences. Mechanicus 2 has certainly brought me some great experiences. Which, by the way, I'm nearly at the point where I think I can get the whole lot done on Thursday, tomorrow. I'm feeling like I'm in a good position for it now. Okay, so the brown wash to add like a bit of oil and grease is now done. And when we paint the black on, that will really separate it out, I find. Nice, Ren. Thank you for the 3-stream streak. But yeah, I've got to get my glue and glue that servo skull back on. Both of my Havoc sergeants have servo skulls because I thought it would look cool. Is this one the one with the 4? No. The other one... This is my other Havoc sergeant. He's like striking with his servo arm because I've never seen someone model it that way before. Thursday was today, not enough beer. Oh god. But yeah, he's got a servo skull, and you see it's got a 4 etched into his head. It's almost as if it was fate that I would save all these servo skulls to use for my Iron Warriors. I've got loads of them. Also, I've used some of the Terminator waist plates on some of these so that they don't just have the Chaos ones. And I think it's worked pretty well. Like, it looks nice and mixed. This guy's interesting because I cut a skull in half and green stuffed it onto his torso. But it's actually one of the new Red Corsairs bodies, which are massive, by the way. They match with the other Havocs. It's ridiculous. I mean, look, the guy's taller somehow. What? But yeah, it all works nicely. Also, you might notice that this guy has pre-heresy smokestacks because cut them off, put them on and stuff. Anyway, models. I'm having a lot of fun. This army has been one of my favorite to work on, and I'm very pleased with how it's turning out. Right, let's top up Mr. Other guy here. See you, Vive. Have fun. Oh. Or Vic, as you're called now, apparently. I suspect that was also correct. Okay, right. So there's a couple of places here where that's kind of covered stuff up. So I'm going to try and do this a different way. Because of the way his armor is. this works better. Might have to still do another bit of wash. I think I can get away with some of it. I think I've definitely learned from doing this how I'm going to paint these guys. In fact, once we've finished the Havoc I'm working on, I'm going to test out how I can potentially speed paint the Traitor Guard. So it's all kind of good to go. Now we'll do it. I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of wash. Such is the way with these things. I think that looks pretty good, actually. I think it's just added a little bit of highlight more than anything. Okay. You're in YouTube chat again? No, you're just talking more than everyone else, I guess. This is around now is when a lot of people go and have their dinner. So chat gets quiet for about half an hour. So everyone kind of has their dinner and then they all reappear. It's just dinner time, basically. So I used to actually take like a 10-15 minute break in the middle of stream, go and eat food and then come back. And that was just kind of how it all worked. So at like 7 p.m, you get a break screen. You get to see some clips, and I'd go and eat food as fast as I could. It's where the meme about me having the skill fast eat came from. Okay. I think that works pretty well. I think he fits with the Iron Warriors pretty well as well. Oh yeah, there you go. These guys go down the pub and have a drink every week. I wish it was around dinner time. Yeah, you're at work at the moment. It's 11:30 for you right now. Currently devouring a kebab. There you go. Oh, and you've remembered what's on Saturday, right? Okay, that looks good. Let's see if this is dry. Once again, don't know what it is about the back, but look, it's not quite dry. It'll get there. So, the other models we have to paint are servitors. So I've got to do this colour scheme. Ah, nice. You get to see all these models in person if you want, Owen. So I'm thinking about some of my servitors I want to do with like a dark red jumpsuit, because I've just posted this on Instagram and Blue Sky. But I've got like this dark red cloak on this guy. So I felt like some of them in dark red jumpsuits could work. It's because you used to type in all caps, Ren. So your autocorrect remembers that you originally posted them in all caps, so it thinks that's how it's supposed to be. Which is kind of funny, really. Right, so I think what I want to do next is paint one of these servitors. So we're going to take this guy off, because he's done for now. So please stay in place. There we go. So I want to try out a dark red. I have to clean some of these paint pot bits. They are a mess. Excuse me. Thing about doing a dark red is I'm going to have to do it as the first color. I think it will work. Hey, Jason. Yeah, doing all right. Do you want to see some stuff I've been building? I'm just thinking about this at the moment while another model dries. I'm kind of jumping about a little bit. Yeah, so if we start with the dark red, I'm just going to... Is this my medium? Oh, that's a small... I feel like this is a medium brush. Anyway. Okay, Ren, enjoy. Bring a few hundred points. For a small game. You could help me with learning 11th edition, I don't mind. You don't need to bring any models though, because I've got 2 armies. Actually, I've got many armies. You could take your pick. You don't need to bring anything. Although I suspect we may not have the space. Oh, and I have nids as well. What is happening with this? The bristles are giving out on me. They don't normally. I think I haven't like tampered these down quite yet. There we go. Cover, yeah, cover is the worst bit. Like, I always struggle with it. So what do we think about dark red? Dark red on a servitor? I think my plan is to do 3 with red jumpsuits, 6 with black jumpsuits. Just so there's a little bit of variation. But it'll be dark enough that they all kind of are similar. Look at this defined arse. What? Why has this servitor been doing squats? Who's been like begin squat subroutine on this guy? Look. That's far too defined, isn't it? Like, that's a big booty. Like, am I wrong? This servitor's got cheeks. Dude, he does not end with death, apparently. I don't know why I'm finding the bristles on this are giving up so easily. Pretty unusual. Used to be a Chip and Tails dancer. That's why he got mind wiped. Double cheeked up on a Wednesday. Oh my god. Oh, Jason. I was gonna show you my Saturnine slash mutilators. I just need to use up this red paint, and then I can show you again. I'm very pleased with them, which is why I've been showing them off constantly. Once I finish this red jumpsuit, we'll go back to painting our Havoc Sergeant. With B, yeah, it's quite a lot of kit bashing, and I'm probably going to be spending several hours with green stuff finishing it up. I'll show you properly in a minute. 2 coats is the right way to go. It's got red trousers. Beat fast. Okay, what did you get for Beat fast, or B, or whatever we're calling it now? Anyway, so this guy, he's actually got saturnine legs, like all the way down, but then he's got mutilator shins and feet. And then we've attached the shoulders and used the vents, and I'm going to put some guitar wire from here down into the waist so that these look like they're connected. And then it's also, I've carved out the head space to put in saturnine head thing with the head in there. We've also got his hands come off, which I need to fix, but this guy's got saturnine upper half, which I think has worked quite well. With saturnine arms, but then the hands of a mutilator. And the top bit of a mutilator, which I managed to fit in there quite nicely. And then we've got mostly mutilator except for a shin, because he has different vents on the back. But I'm going to wire in the shoulder vents as well. And then saturnine face. Yeah, should look pretty good overall. I'm very pleased with them. I'm looking forward to painting them. It's just making up new words. Amazing. Okay. So, let's finish up this red jumpsuit. Then we can do the next stage of the Havoc Sergeant's armor, which is to highlight it. Now, because I've done all the metallics at once, this is going to be a bit messy. It's fine. We're going to fix this. Anyone remember the paint red gore and how watery it used to be? I used to avoid using it as much as I could because of how watery it was. It was just very unhelpful. Anyway, enough of Grandpa Yells at Clouds. I've nearly got the jumpsuit bit painted. Oh yeah, that's... So I figure if I do 3 of them in this dark red, then it just gives a little bit of a variation. You know? What? Oh dear. Well, what did you have for breakfast? What did everyone have for breakfast? Chat. Chat, what was for breakfast for you all today? Cereal. Nice. What did the rest of you do? Did you skip breakfast? Are you having dinner right now? This is why we're not hearing about your breakfast? Okay, so let's switch back to this guy. A banana nut breakfast bar. Oh, it's breakfast on the go. Nothing too interesting. That's fair enough. I had Frosties. I've been on a Frosties kick lately. Nothing to do with my wife's using it. I've just felt like having them. Right, so the armor looks really cool. However, it needs something to make it look like it's all kind of beaten up and scratched. The easiest way to do that is to get some Stormhost silver because of the high pigmenting and dry brush it over everything. Just smirking emoji in this. Coffee, then a protein shake later on. Oh. Are you trying to look after your health, or is this just a way of making it a quicker breakfast? So you can see he's getting a bit silvery on even the gold. But what this does is helps further merge everything together. Probably going to need a bit more in a minute. Especially because it's coming off its base, that's not helpful. But I have to do this stage now so that I can dry brush everything on. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more. This is wonky as fuck. Take up one of the tiles and do it again. You broke a bucket? How did you manage that? Also, there's nothing wrong with lifting the tile and placing it down again. If it's going to make life easier. Magic and whimsy. And great power, I guess? Oops. I might have to tidy that up a bit. So I've put a bit too much silver on the arm here, but that will, with other stuff being done, become less obvious. But there we go. Might actually paint these bits black. Not sure yet. But there you go. That just gives us a little bit more to the colour. And he just looks a little more silvery. Might leave the last lab for after stream. Yeah, that's okay. I'll help. Hello, Zero. Where have you been today? You been up to stuff? You been out and about? You're normally here earlier. But yeah, I'll help you after the stream. Rusty, don't worry. Oh. Okay. So now that that bit's been done, any exit? So you got stuck at work chatting again, then? I don't know what is going on with this brush. It really is giving up, which is unusual. Usually these are good brushes. No comment. Okay, there we go. We have our answer, chat. Zero, do you like the new emote, by the way? I forgot to add that one again already. I really need to actually do that one. I need to find it. Not sure what I did with it. Maybe they've changed where they get these from now, because this does not feel great. There you go, Wolfothy. Yeah. I think when we do painting streams, people kind of tend to have it as ambient. Also, I've realised I forgot to turn the music back on, which didn't help. There we go. I forgot that music. Sorry, chat. It's because of all the microphone issues earlier. I thought it was related. But it's not. Oh, Sarah, you missed the start of the stream where, because I moved my microphone, the connection became a mess for no reason. Alright, Lightning. Hope work goes well for you, and we'll see you later. Have a good one. Yeah, we've had a bit of a time of it with audio, so it's really weird. The solution was to move it back to where it normally is, and then move it again, and it worked fine. It was very strange. Right, this is starting to firm up a little bit. So, I'm thinking I'm going to do the fist. And I don't know if I want to do like a knee or a leg or anything. Because with these guys, I tend to do 2-panel warnings. That's it. Oh, I suppose there's a few with 3. Lego Voyages OST. It was so good. I've actually uploaded the VOD to the drive I share with Pebbles. Because he set something up for me to do that. I need to message him and be like, please make a highlight of this. You're enjoying music free? I'm sorry. People often ask me for music, so I have it on most of the time. There you go, I've turned it up a little bit. Turn it down a little bit, sorry. Warhammer music is poopy. Well, I can't play copyrighted music. I'm not allowed. I can only play video game music. I could play, Miley Cyrus. I could play, some, what's it called? I could play the Lego Voyages soundtrack. Your concrete legs? Oh, did you drop a slab and it splashed the concrete up you? If you do come up, can you bring plastic glue? So I can fix this guy's servo skull. Okay, first things first, we got to paint this power fist. It needs to be painted. New music would fit into the fandom. What, anything from heavy metal to, like, well, anything really. Yeah.
Yeah. Really bad.
Yeah, right. Hang on. Oh. Hello, Coffee and Hobby. Yeah, I'm doing alright, thank you. Hi, how bad is it? Oh, it's not too bad. Just a little bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got red cheeks. Rosy cheeks. Oh, you burned yourself.
I burned myself.
You didn't hear me say about bringing up plastic glue, did you?
No, I didn't.
One day I will have my plastic glue.
Today is not that day.
Yeah.
Oh, Ciro, my plan for Saturday, right, is I'm going to just put on my like songs. I'm going to turn it into a jam and people can just cue the songs they want. So we'll put some High School Musical on. It's going to be a bop. Oh my god, Ciro, we could watch the second one. We could watch the second one on Friday.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Wolf. Wolf.
Yeah.
We're going to have Nando's.
Yeah.
And then we're going to watch High School Musical 2.
It's
Hi,
your-
Ren.
It's your perfect afternoon.
Yeah. That's right, it's the Frost Machina barbecue on Saturday. Oh, I got concrete on my top. Oh, man.
It'll wash up.
Will it? Okay. Yeah, we have over double the number of people coming who came last year, so we've expanded.
I think we'll probably have even more next year.
We might get to a mother's breakfast worth of people. We invited a mother's breakfast worth of people this year.
We did, but not everyone could make it.
Not everyone could make it.
I think we're going to leave that bit silver.
Actual WolfCon happening. I mean,
It's kind of nice that rather than
Yeah.
having to go to a convention,
just come to our house.
we just bring all the people we kind of know pretty well. I suppose.
If you ever blow up though, we can't fit like 1,000 people.
No.
That would be bad.
No, I'd do a meet and greet. I wouldn't want to bring them all here at that point. I don't think I'd ever do. I don't think I'd do a meet and greet for a long time. I'd have to have a lot more active followers and viewers for that. You have to get them to check when you go to your checkout,
Yeah.
which is Friday.
So you're gonna go get the cupcakes, and I'm gonna go and get my teacher.
Oh, fun.
Everything's gonna be correct. Okay, bye.
Bye.
It was wonderful.
That is going to need another coat. Let's do it a bit watery to keep the point on the brush. There we go. Friend Silver 87 or Roxy Silver. Sliver 87. Vision and Silver. Comic-Con next weekend. Oh, nice. I hope you have a good time. At Comic-Con. I already know you'll have a good time here, and if you don't, well, you won't be allowed back. It's a requirement. You have to have a good time or you're not allowed to come back again. Decided to paint this shin. Don't know if I'll put warning stuff on it. Yeah, it's one of the ones. Is it the Birmingham one? Rock Raiders or Spyro. I think I've sated my wish to play Rock Raiders at this point. I might go back and try it, but it's just so painful. If I want to try it again, I'm going to look at getting the mod for it that kind of updates it and makes it work a lot better. Okay. So, kind of thinking I might paint these because they look a bit like covers. But equally, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to do the gun. And that'll do it. Okay, enjoy your luck, friend. Wait for the game to load and reload and reload. Oh yes, my favourite thing. Loading screens. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Okay, right, let's get the body of this plasma gun painted. Reminds me, I still haven't heard anything since from Cryptic Cabin. They said they'd send out a replacement brush. And I haven't heard from them. Okay, I'm going to keep the top bit silver. I forgot. I don't know. Gave them my address. Contact them another day and be like, hey, what happened to this? See what they say. It really wasn't a good experience with the brushes, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna get into an awkward corner. So I'm gonna repoint the brush. A bit of water. Get the point back on the brush. Thing I did before, but backwards. I haven't decided if I want to do this bit black or not. Feels like it should be silver. So I'm going to keep it silver. Oh no! Oh, you have to try and book another time, Frosty. Question is, do I make the covering of this cable black? I think I do. Look it up on the way back? Okay. Reboot. Oh, I see. Well done. Just realised I should probably make this pipe red. So you know what? I am. I'm gonna leave it like that. Hello, Lime. I sure do. Haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back. It's just... Surely it's not this simple. Surely I don't just need to do red. And no, it is this simple. What? This is why I like painting Iron Warriors. All I have to do after the reds is paint the warning stripes, and then I'm done. So I think I might be due a complete rebuild of my setup. Now, when I say a complete rebuild, I mean software. Redo all the OBS from scratch. But also go through my entire cable setup on a hardware, for the hardware side of things, because I'm pretty sure there's just some errant cables kicking around plugged into nothing. So I need to take some time and figure out where all those cables are and get rid. Oh. There we go. Do you know what one of the most annoying things is when you stream? It's that it's really hard to get your platforms to cross over. So, like, you know, I probably gain a load of followers on Instagram. But then you can't get them to come here. You know? Like, my goal at the moment is to convert basically 5 people from social media to using, to watching my Twitch. 5! And in the last few months I've gained about 500 on Instagram. It's crazy how different these things are, and like how much companies want to keep you on their platform as well. I think red is the right call. Okay. Chat, you guys okay? What are you doing? What's everyone up to while I'm doing all this detailed thing? Okay. Okay, all the stuff that needs to be read is now read. The fun adult task of budgeting. Oh boy. Have all the bills to send out. Oh no. Ah! I dropped my brush. A 90s era Saurus warrior. Ooh. I think I have some of those kicking around somewhere. Some coffee with ice cream. Another permadeath run in Ken. Is that the climbing game? Hey, TF, nice! How was the journey? Was it okay? Forgot, like, a bunch of you are just, like, busy traveling right now to meet me. That's the one. You already beat normal mode. Oh, okay. Might have to give it a look. Right, so the way I do these pipes, I use Mephiston Red watered down a lot, and in that way the highlight is effectively just a thin coat on the red. It just really stands out. Just a little raggedy. Hot bubble goes. Sometime around 1 hour earlier. Is this your first time coming to the UK, Tia? There we go. Just got a bit of red on him, looking all different. That's what here before, but it has been over a decade. Oh boy. Fair enough. Is there anything you're planning to do other than the things that Frosty is organising with everyone? Old. Okay. Next up is the white dots. The art museum / Tate. Oh, cool. Yes, good idea. I don't know that have I been to the Tate? I have. Or if I have, it's been a really long time. Okay, got his eyes done. Been really lazy with the plasma on these guys because I don't want to spend time on it. Decide that with how much my cards demanded this month. Mental feeling about money. Ah. Oh, nice. Yeah, I should probably do something like that instead of the whole roughly knowing. Yeah, I've been doing this really lazy way of doing the plasma because don't feel like there's another way that does it as easily, and that works pretty well for me. It's just blue and the metallics show through. No worries, Shifty. Enjoy your luck. You got the chip for the car, right, Sarah? Right. Oh, I need to do a highlight of the black now. I forgot to do it. So we need this gray. We did. Have you found that it has actually been like a 20% saving on fuel? Should do it. So our next job is to paint all the hazard stripes. Yeah, I thought it might. Oh. Villa, thank you for the subscription earlier. The alerts for YouTube are crap, so they don't work very well. Okay, so it's going to have warning stripes here, warning stripes here, warning stripes here. I am in fact going to alternate, which is something I've been trying to avoid. Whoops. Maybe I won't do the shin. I think I'll leave the shin as just black and just do the power fist and the shoulder. How have I done that? Okay. So, stage 1. Take some Avalon Sunset, which is a nice deep yellow. This has really good pigmentation, so when we paint on our lines, tends to show them a bit better. So. So what I'm doing is just kind of roughing out where the lines are going to go. From there, we just try and mark these all the way to the edge. Good thing is, if we mess up, it's really easy to paint black over yellow. Sorry, you won't be able to see this as easily because I'm just kind of... I'm focused on getting it right. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm sure I get faster at this every time, which is nice. Sorry, I've moved really far out of the way. So I've ended up, the front looks good, but the back looks a bit close, maybe? So we'll probably do a little bit of tidying up, because that's... We'll find the corner. We'll figure it out. Head gasket coolant seal. Flush the coolant out to you. Oh boy. Solve the black smoke. However, 2 and 3 are showing as balance / contribution fault. So white smoke to take in the 2 original 1 and 4. For 2 and 3 tomorrow. Right, okay. That sounds like a lot. I hope it's hope it all works out. Put too much water on the brush. And there we go. So our next job is to paint a fist. And I think this way. Now there's a divider line. So I'm going to treat this like there's a front panel and a back panel. I'm only going to do the front. Hey, Nitro. It's a bold choice. It's what I've done for all of them. I have to go through the MOT. Oh boy. I'm sorry it's turned into a bit of a crap time. Okay, so it needs a little cleanup, but that should work. It's just a bit of fun. Let's get you to bed. Oh dear. Okay, so we've kind of cleaned up the fist. Now I just need to clean up the shoulder. Clean brush. Might get a bigger engine for it. My God, really? I mean, fair play if you're up to doing the engine swap, then yeah. What would you put in it? Go, so I've got to thicken up that line at the back. Engine that's bigger. I mean, yeah, but like you've got to get one that's going to work with all the connections and stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be there forever. It's the wrong color. Don't do more of that. Oh my God, Johnny. We're not allowed that kind of. We're not allowed that level of caffeine over here. That should do it. It's not perfect, but then they're chaos, you don't want it. Just make decaf energy drinks. So juice. Oh my god, are you okay? Overthink if your heart stops. Oh my god. I worry about you guys sometimes. Okay. Okay, so next job is water down the next tier of yellow and probably put 2 layers on. I'm gonna start with the power fist because it's a bit nicer. There we go. It's not perfect, but it will do the job. There we go. Even better. Right. So I need to clean my brush up and then we can do the shoulder. Yeah, this track is good. This is... Chat. I just want you to know that this song is called Millennial Rage. It's from the Mechanicus soundtrack. It's called Millennial Rage. And yeah, it's surprisingly not Darktide, but Mechanicus. That's why I relate to it, yeah. Okay, let's get this shoulder. Huh? So much water again. This keeps picking up a lot of water. I don't know what is going on. I feel like this brush has a different shape to the last one I got that was supposed to be this size. Okay, I've definitely gotten faster. Which is nice to know. Although we're definitely going to need to do another layer on the shoulder. Oh, good. Cat that's a mage. Wait, what did Johnny say? My millennial rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Oh, I see. You finished the 3 movies in time, and you cried 3 times. Oh boy. Did you enjoy them? Sometimes crying doesn't mean you enjoyed them. Did you cry when we played Lego Voyages? Because that was sad. It was so sad, I'm like, we need a highlight video of this. Very good, very emotional. Oh, glad you enjoyed it. Okay. So I still need to do a transfer of his symbol on his shoulder. But honestly, like, I don't think he needs a lot more. Like, this is why I like Iron Warriors. They're effective even at, like, even if you don't do a million things to them. This color scheme just looks good. Like, here he is alongside Mother Sergeant, who the edge of his base needs doing. But, yeah, they match. I think they're good. Surprising, isn't it? So my next job is to do texture on his base, and then texture on the base of the 2 Tracer Guard. And then that's pretty good. We got more to paint. 2 clusters, right? Frustration at the rocket building and sadness at the ending. That's fair. That's very reasonable. I think I'm going to have to repaint a lot of the base edges, and then I'm going to have to matte varnish them to make sure it doesn't come off. Which is kind of annoying. Alright, Mephisto, see you later. Have a good one. Syncing phones by holding them next to each other. Your stream was a solid 30 seconds ahead. Alright, Jade. Have a good one. I'm glad you guys enjoyed your movies. And we'll see you later. I think this guy looks like an appropriately worn down Iron Warrior. So I think, rather than doing the bases on stream because it's kind of boring, let's go back to our red jumpsuit servitor and see what we can get out of this. See if we can make him look good. Because currently, we have a black jumpsuit servitor, and most of them are going to be like that. But I think 3 of them in the dark red will work well alongside their commandery guy. Other base to illustrate. Sarah Y. It's literally putting some texture paste on and waiting for it to dry. And then dry brushing with 3 colours over the top. That's the whole thing. So I'm just second coating a couple of bits here. I felt like didn't quite take as well as I wanted it to. Okay. So we've got to let that dry before we can dry brush the red. Let's paint his booty. Why not? There we go. Another coat on that big booty. was I going to say? I can't remember. But also, I'm going to have a lot of green stuffing to do for the last few models I made. Which is unfortunate. But I'm also very excited to finish them. So. A free trial code for a service. Conveniently don't remember there's an expiration date. What, on when you can use the code before? That sucks. Bone dinosaur, simple recipe, desert yellow, over black, ancient stone for parts hit by light. Oh, sounds good. I like simplifying everything that I paint because otherwise you're just there for ages, you know, trying to make it all work, and it's like I could have just done this with 2 colors and it would look the same. I'm still very pleased with these guys though. I'm very excited to like have these done with the green stuff and the guitar wire bits. I can't wait to... I'm really excited to have this whole army done. I also need to go back and finish the other army, the Badab War army. You know what I'm like. 3 or 4 months ago? You should phone them and be like, I tried to use this code, but it said it was expired. Can you do anything about it? And half the time, because it's a support person, they won't think about it and they'll just reactivate the code for you. Tried a new route and died? Oh, that sucks. Time to try another way. Is it Red Bull? Oh, God. Never mind. I love that Red Bull supports so many sports, right? And make it so that, you know, people like free runners actually have a competition that has some pedigree to it. But my experience of working with Red Bull has always been a little bit naff. We should be painting the silver. This silver is going to get the same treatment that all the other silver of my Iron Warriors gets. So, although it looks ultra bright right now, it will come down in shade quite a lot. You get no pretense. No saves and a smaller bag. Oof. Well, at least it's not, you know, at least you're not done with the game real quick then. You know, at least you've still got content to do, because you can have another go. Well, I feel like you would have been disappointed if you did it first time. Are you okay, TF? What? 20 hours out of normal mode? Well. Even more hours. 40 hours out of permadeath hard mode. Why are we painting Zero blue? I don't understand. Zero, do you understand? Or has TF been drinking? The climbing's just really fun. Well then. You should be excited because you get to do another run. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Okay, that's all good. Thanks, Sarah. Had a long journey, my brain is pooped. Alright, 1 sec, chat. Hello. Sorry, I had to blow my nose after sneezing. Made my nose runny. Does everyone get that? Oh, no worries, coffee. See you later. Oh, thank you. I paint every Wednesday, otherwise I'm usually playing games and stuff. But you're always welcome to drop in and chat. The main platform is Twitch though, so if you want to meet everyone from the community, you can either join us on Twitch or join the Discord. Last 2 days, so very much like to stop so my joints can feel somewhat normal again. I'd like rain. We haven't had proper rain in ages. We had like a 30-second downpour the other day, which was really weird. And then that's been it. That's been our rain. But yeah. Chat, is it normal that when you sneeze, it makes your nose run? I've never really... Because that happens to me every time. I like have to blow my nose after I sneeze. Does that happen to anyone else? Does that not happen to someone? Like, that's normal, right? I've never asked this question, so that's why I'm asking it now. I just... It never crossed my mind that it could be not the norm. But not when it makes me chop off my knees. Oh boy. I've been having some knee pain lately, but I don't really know what's causing it. I really have put this arm in like a really awkward place. Sorry, I'm moving out of the way. That's silly. Okay. Yeah, I think we've got that cable. I'm just having a look at my reference just to see what I need to do. Fortunately, the arm on this is the same, so pretty easy to figure out what takes over. Why does no one have an answer to my question? I can't believe it. Does no one know what I'm talking about? Do none of you sneeze? Do you not have phones? God, that's an old reference now. Is a sneeze? The answer is sometimes. Oh, okay. For me, it's like 99% of the time. I need to blow my nose afterwards. Because it will run. I'm just wondering if that's like because I have really bad hay fever, or do other people get that too? Like, they're like, yeah, I have to blow my nose every time. I've started painting the silver without actually doing the red. I haven't thought this through, have I? Which is also sometimes, so it is kind of unusual then that I have to do it every time. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to mess up a lot of the silver I've just done now. But don't worry, I'll fix it. Off the boats, please. I think it was mostly the legs. We'll wash the whole body though. So the answer is sometimes. I don't know, it's just something I've not thought about before. I don't know these things. People got upset though, I think. Some people left because like I sneeze and have to blow my nose every time. So, you know, it wasn't a completely oddly specific crash out. Some people were upset about it. First the toilet paper, then the sneezing. Also the giant shower, the layout of the kitchen, and the layout of that warehouse. The warehouse layout was on the latest video, which if you haven't watched yet, is up on YouTube and went up on Saturday, so please do go and give it a watch to help support me doing YouTube stuff, which I'm trying my best to do. I'm not very good at it, so I need your help. I'm painting all these random ports. That on his legs. You know, I like painting a servitor every now and again. But I don't know why I subjected myself to having to paint 9. I mean, that's quite a few servitors, and they kind of require more detail than the legionary space marines. Leg plate. Just had layer 1 done. Why am I painting 9? Because I'm using them as cultists. And I just posted on Blue Sky and Instagram the Sergeant, which is a Dark Mechanicus Tech Priest. Yeah, I'm using them as my cultists in my Iron Warriors. So I have an excuse to get some Dark Mechanicus in there. Thanks, Zero. I will do that in just a second. Just got to use up this paint. Oh, jeez. Thank you for the 2 subs. Scared me, and I shook the model off of the stand. He did a little roll over all of my paint pots. Thank you for the 2 subs. Not so much for the spook. Okay. Jesus. Oh. There we go. I needed that. Thank you. Can't believe I shook so hard I threw the model off. That's quite funny. Next job is to paint the face panel and then do the arm, I think. Alert! Oh, actually, it's only 8 servitors. Because one of them is a servo skull. Also, these 2 old metal servitors are the only ones that aren't technically WYSIWYG. The rest are all correct. With a pistol and close combat weapon. But these are older models, so I'm keeping them as their original 2 melee weapon style. Being a bit lazy because I'm going to do skin tone on this guy. Right. Next job is the top of the shoulder, but I need to clean my brush again. Did you clip it, Sarah? Shut right out of his hands, yeah. I'm really enjoying painting this army. I think the Bad Apple War army has given me a chance to paint chapters I've always wanted to do, but they take a long time, so I don't always want to paint them. Whereas I feel like my Iron Warriors are something that I'm going to spend time doing modern conversion work on, and then I'm getting to kind of get through them a bit faster because the colour scheme is a bit easier. Cool. Is that not focusing, or is it? Oh, is that? Water. This is once again Mechanicus. Is this not? No, it's shuffled. Feels a bit like it's doing a whole game soundtrack and then going on to the next, but it's not. It's shuffled. I feel like I need to find a way to harden up these bristles a tiny bit. Okay, there we go. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to get some more of this lead belcher soon. There's so much of it. But that's because everything except for my nids has metallics of some kind on them. Okay. I think that's all the areas I'm planning to make silver done. So my next job is to dry brush the black. Well, tidy up the black first, because there's some that I've overpainted. Then dry brush it, then do the copper colours. And then I can do the washes. I'm also kind of intentionally keeping the boots just straight up black. They'll get a highlight, but they're going to stay black so that they kind of... You focus the rest of the model instead of looking at his shoes like some sort of weird shoe collector. We don't need that though. I think the dark red is going to work though. I think we'll definitely fit in. And it also means I can wash the whole lot. Which is quite nice, really. Okay. That should be enough. Feels maybe a bit much. But still, that should be fine. Okay. That should do the job. To not be weird, collect sandals instead. Oh god. Right. So now we've got to go back to our favourite bit, which is to detail with brass. Basically going to cut. We're going to paint all of the connection collars in this brass to give us some separation, so it doesn't all look one color. It just gives us a little bit of something different. Especially when there's like an arm covered in cables. That one turns into like a normal covered cable, which is weird. Just a bit more. Yeah. And then have I done? Yes, I've done like a little. I should probably need to paint the ends silver. Okay, there's a few bits to do here, but we're getting on. We're getting on. Progression is happening. Weird background noise is happening because it's more Dark Tide soundtrack. I have looked at it. I've not heard a lot of good about it, so I didn't bother picking it up just yet. However cool it seems, I'm just not convinced. I also just uninstalled Dark Tide the other day because I was running out of space. Hello, NK. How you doing? Sorry, chat. I'm just awkwardly I'm just painting a bit that's a bit awkward, so I had to go on a funny angle. Same thing a lot of companies do, Croc. Just keep adding cosmetics. Okay, that should do for the base colors on these. And I'm just gonna get those a little bit less silvery, so when I go with the main color, it comes out a bit nicer. Oh, it's hello, Dr. Insano. I know. I'm pretty sure I said hello to you earlier. It's our own version of Jimothy, Tia. It's Wolfathy. I don't see anything wrong with Wolfathy. Like, does anyone else see anything wrong with Wolfathy? I think he's perfect. I don't think he needs any notes. Jimothy, no, Jimothy the raccoon. He has the spine shortening thing. So he looks like that. And I got Chloe to do an emote of him. A wolfy version. While it's still a meme. I mean, we definitely need to, you know, take part in the meme of the summer. Yeah, TF's in London now. You guys could meet up. I forgot to paint the flipping edges of his suit. God damn it. We might not quite finish this guy on stream. But I'm going to try my best. Okay, we got most of it. That meme went past you. Yeah, you guys got to meet up and take a selfie. Tomorrow is also a very reasonable time to do that. I can't believe I've actually got like group chats on Discord. I haven't had anything like that in a long time. It's kind of nice to be part of stuff like that again. Even if I don't ever say anything. Which is normally what happens because I look at it and it suddenly has 80 messages. And then I'm just like, well, I don't know what's happening. In the whole server? Yeah, but the server's easier to manage. Because, like, you know, people will post the occasional thing and have a little chat. The group DM is like organizing stuff. It's a little sad because, like, the server used to be super active. But, you know, such is the way. Am I moving off stream? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I suppose the Discord probably does have you know, lots of messages in it. It's just it's separated out, so it's easier to follow. And I'm not currently organizing anything in there right now. just got to get this last bit of the collar done. Okay. So paint all the edges like that. Then we just need to go in with the lighter colour, do silver on the ends, and then I can do the washes. Hello, Frosty. I'm just talking about the group chat stuff that's going on. Single frame animated images. Yes. Yeah. Because I bet there's currently, what, two or three Jimothys? I don't know. We were just talking about like the group chats, Frosty. Defeating the entire purpose of taking the class together. Oh boy. Can you not reboot as well? Also, wait, no, never mind. I'm getting confused, don't mind me. Right, I know all of this looks very bright right now. But just like my Iron Warriors, it all gets brought down with some washes. Also non-refundable? God, how annoying is that? Once every few months. Oh, boy. Okay, so we got all the metallics that we needed to do on here. It's one tiny bit to change. Okay, wrap. Wash time. Need to cancel its hired trip and class. It's Dawn of War 2, Attack of the Heretics. Not to be confused with the, I think, second Star Wars movie, Attack of the Clones. Very clearly not related. Okay, here we go. This is where everything changes. Wait, did I paint the back? Yes, I did. So we're covering literally everything we've painted so far in this black wash. So please stay on the base. There's a certain angle on which it's stronger. There we go. Problem solved. Anyway. I really should finish Dawn of War 2. I never did actually finish it. And I didn't even realise that there was another DLC for it. Like, I thought there was only one, but it turns out there were two. There's the Chaos Gate one, I think it was called. And then there's an Inquisitor one, I think? The alarm now. Just go over the teeth. This bit. Yeah, just a bit of shading. Right. So when that dries, it will shade everything in much the same way we do the Iron Warriors. Proper expansions. Oh yes, of course, yeah. Online co-op? Really? I didn't realise it had co-op. That's cool. How would that work? We've managed to do a decent number of models today, you know? Because we've got Sergeant for the Havocs, so I can move on to doing the rest of the squad. We've got both types of Traitor Guard sorted as well, so we now have our colour schemes. And we've nearly done a Servitor as well. Like, this is pretty damn good. The Inquisitor one. Maybe it was a thing they added later and it was only in the Inquisitor one. I honestly have no idea, so, you know. I've got nothing I can tell you on that front. Right. So, in order for this guy to match up, we have to do a brown wash. And then, I got to do his grey skin, which is actually mixed with flesh tones. I'm not sure I'm going to have time for that today. But he's well on the way. It's nice to get another one done and feel like we're a bit closer to having a squad done. I'm also going to have to paint this flipping tiny little servo skull. I'm going to have to reconnect him to the to his boss. Hello, Morale. Oh. Oh no. Oh, that's your first ever message. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, so we've got to glue this tiny little servo skull back onto the sergeant so that he can be hooked up here again. And then I'll get him painted. I'll have to clear off even a bit of plastic for it to glue to, but I'm sure that'll be fine. And we just kind of got to wait for this guy to dry, but you can already see the red is becoming a dark red, which I think will look pretty effective and oily. It's the Shroomster. Wait, is this someone... Wait, is this someone that you know? God, that version of the card is so pointless. Unfortunately, I haven't got anything that I could do for the next couple of minutes while this dries. I could texture paste stuff, but then I wouldn't finish this model. And I really want to get at least like some base coating on. Actually, could I paint the skin while it's drying? Thing is, if I brown wash it, it's then just going to mess it up anyway. Also did a painting stream, and it does 30k though. Oh, okay. I've been using Horus Heresy stuff to make my Iron Warriors. So I've got a good mix of parts. Have I got... Did I actually use any? Oh yeah, he's got Mark III arms, or arm. Huh. Not as much Mark III on this guy now I think about it. Interesting. For my habits, I've only used Mark III as the additional, because it's like the heavier armor. So his, for example, his leg here and shoulder pad. But then the rest is Chaos armor. It's a nice mix, I think. I've got a lot to figure out for this colour scheme, I've just realised. Oh boy. There's a lot of trim on this boy as well. Oh no. Oh, I did Mark III on both shoulders. Huh. That's unusual. Got quite well. He's also got Mark III for the vents on the back. Kind of works. But yeah, if you want to see more of my completed stuff, I would recommend having a look at either my Instagram or my Blue Sky. You can do !Insta or !BSky to get those. Or you can look under the stream, assuming I've updated all my links, which I believe I have. And find the links there. This guy is he dry? It's always the back. It's always the back that's just not quite done. His butt is too round. I don't understand. What were they doing when they made these old servitors? Here's the new ones, right? He's got a baggy pair of trousers and a flat butt. Why has this man got cake? I don't understand. Who caked up these servitors? It's so weird. You know? Oh, please dry. I want to do this last wash before the end of stream, so everyone can see how good it looks. Also, chat, tomorrow we are going to finish Mechanicus 2, finally. I've done some extra missions so that we're actually close to the end now. So my hope is to finally find out what the end of the campaign looks like. And then at some point I'll do the Necron one. Although I may go back and finish the first game, because I'd like to play that through again. Well, I'd like to finish that for the first time. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use the brush to... Let's get some of this out of it. There we go. should dry in a second, so I'm just going to wash this brush again. Mechanicus 2, I still need to beat 1. Apparently it had issues at launch. Nothing will improve performance with patches. I think there's a memory leak, so a couple of times I've had to restart the game during stream to release some of the memory and get it to perform better. It's almost like when you down Necrons, they don't disappear. It's only they disappear if you kill them, so they're just there in the memory still. That's what it feels like. Whether that's the case or not, I don't know. But it definitely, yeah, it has some performance issues, but otherwise, like, it hasn't really been that bad. I've still enjoyed the game. It's not made it impossible to play or anything. And there are a couple of bugs though. There's like a comms unit you can get on one of the foot troops, and it's supposed to start you with 2 extra cognition points, and it doesn't. It just doesn't work if you've upgraded your starting cognition points. And I don't know if that's intentional because you'd start with 6, or if it's a mistake. That's it though. Everything else is fun. So this should enrich the color of the red. So it looks like it is. Got a bit of brown wash enriching that red color. And also providing us with some grease and oil stains and rust for our silver colors. Is what we want. Hopefully darkening down all these shinier bits. I haven't looked yet, but I'm going to guess this is Dawn of War 1 because there's like actual opera sound. Nope, Dawn of War 2 again. Unit progression feels worse than in 1. An overhaul? Ooh, okay. I mean, I've really enjoyed it. I do think the progression in general has some issues, yes. But that's partly because, I don't know. There's definitely some issues, but it didn't stop me from enjoying the game. But yeah, wait for a sale. If you've already watched me play it a bit, you know, you might as well. Okay. So we've done the brown wash, which you can see has tinted all of the metal down to look like it's old and raw. And it has put some warmth on the red. Oh, I don't know if you missed what I was saying about my Mark III stuff now. Like my sergeant who has Mark III and Mark IV. Here he is. I've been enjoying using Horus Heresy parts to add some age. Oh, you did see. Nice. Yeah, it's been fun. If you want to see the other stuff, my Instagram or my Blue Sky, I've been posting my progress on there. But I'm now at the point where the only thing to do now is to wait for this to dry. So I think that might be where we end for today. And I'll finish up the skin tone and do some posts. So yeah, I think that's a good place to call it. But I hope you guys enjoyed today. I'm sorry about all the mic issues. Let's run the credits because we got a couple of subs. And should we find someone to send you over to? How many of you are there? There's a few. Okay. Don't forget, tomorrow is Mechanicus 2. Hopefully finishing the campaign as Mechanicus, finally. I am looking forward to it. Oh, should we send you to Peps again? He's currently playing Dench Attack, and I need to know if it's any good. It looks ridiculous. So, it's playing a Peps game. This is a game I think I want to play. But thank you so much for watching today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please do join the raid. It's always nice to send lots of people over to help support our friends. And I hope I will see you all tomorrow for Mechanicus 2, where I will finally beat the game. But yeah, for now, enjoy the rest of your evenings, everyone. Thank you for all the support, as always. I will see you all tomorrow for the last stream of the month, because I have Friday and Saturday off. For now, though, enjoy the rest of your evenings, and, oh god. Oh no. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your evenings, everyone. Good night for now.